this should be easy. Just happens to be going up against arguably the best Wi-Fi player in this gen. So, yeah. Going to be fun, this. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here. Welcome to our week 8 battle in the EWT, where we're up against Shaka King, coach of the OK Rillaboom. I think Rillaboomers, I should say. I'm pretty sure it's OK for Oklahoma. I think. I'm gonna make that fast assumption. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm completely right. I do not know. But yeah, we are up against Shaka King, who is widely regarded as one of the best Wi-Fi drafting players in this gen. So not going to be easy, especially considering our Wi-Fi record is very, very poor. We don't do well with Wi-Fi so far, and that is partly because we've been so late arriving, making our comeback, and lack of practice, etc., etc. As well as like just our general play in Wi-Fi has not been that good. So we're going to really have to try and elevate ourselves a little bit in order to grab this win, but we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. But yeah, our opponent's team, as you can see from here now, consists of Celesteela, Latios, Cinderace, Obstagoon, Roserade, Mienshao, Comfey, Palisand, Lantern, Regirock, and the Maracactus. He's definitely got a few threats here, you guys. Celesteela, big threat. It can do multiple different things. Latios is very, very good this gen, because as we saw with FIPA, so that's going to be a big threat. Cinderace, even though it's only Blaze, it's not Libero, that's, it's going to be a top end speed, going to be quite difficult to deal with. And Obstagoon is an insane wall breaker, so that's also going to be quite problematic. It's very problematic for our team. So we have a couple of issues there to deal with, but I'm hopeful that we can do well, and we'll just see where it takes us. So on that note, let me show you the team. First thing we are rocking out with this week, guys, is our Choice Specs Dragapult. We are rocking out with Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, U-Turn, and Fire Blast as the moveset. This set basically just smacks everything. Like, we hit absolutely everything on this team, and it's beautiful with the Choice Specs. The U-Turn's there for a bit of pivoting, and then after that, we can just click one of these moves, and there's something that is not going to like it. So if we can get pulled in regularly and often, we can just click a move and just keep smacking something until we start claiming live. So very pivotal that we get pulled in early and often to allow it to do the work that it's here that it's intended to do here. We have enough speed to be able to outspeed the Cinderace, and that's all we need. That's all we need, baby. Next up, we have Sylveon, and this is our Latios answer. As I just mentioned previously, Latios is a big threat on our team. You're probably looking at the EV spray and you're wondering what the hell is going on here. Let me just break it down real quick. Enough Fizz depth to make sure that a Life Orb Psyshock doesn't kill. We have enough depth to make sure Specs Psychic doesn't 2-hit KO us. Sorry, not kill, 2-hit KO for the Psyshock. So Life Orb Psyshock doesn't 2-hit KO us. Specs Psychic doesn't 2-hit KO us. I have a touch of speed in there to make sure to give us the opportunity to maybe outspeed the Celesteela, and then the rest is put into special attack so we can hit a little bit harder. Moveset is Hyper Voice, Baton Pass, Wish, and Mystical Fire. Mystical Fire is there for that Celesteela if that should start coming in, and then Baton Pass is mainly to expect that Baton Pass switch in and pivot around, and then Wish and Hyper Voice. Standard moves on the Sylveon. Let's hopefully that they will work out well. After I have Rock Bait the Armaldo, X's of Protect, Stealth Rock, and Knockoff is the moveset with the leftovers. This is an Obstagoon answer. I have nothing else that can remotely deal with Obstagoon in any way, shape, or form. It just runs over my whole team, and that's unfortunate. So the idea here is that we could probably bring in the Armaldo and just try and wear down a Guts Obstagoon as much as we possibly can. After one turn of burn, we're able to beat it with an X-Scissor, so we got to keep that in mind. And then after that, it's just, protect, just try and stall out the burn turns if possible if we need to, and just click Knockoff as a utility move, and X-Scissor as our stab move to deal with the Obstacle, which is pretty nice. Couldn't do anything too fancy with the EVs here. I mainly just had it so it's an odd number of HP, and then as much Fizz depth as possibly can, because we need every single ounce of it in order to deal with this Obstacle, so it's very problematic. But hopefully this answer will do. Next up, we're bringing Ivy to Slazzle this week, and different kind of set than what we did last week. Tried to bring that stall set last week in order to try and chip things down. I brought a bit more of an offensive set this week. We have enough speed to make sure that we're able to outspeed the Latios, and then after that we'll just bring our dual stabs so that we can smack the Celesteela, smack the Roserade, and smack the Comfey very, very easily. I have the Toxic there on a prediction for the Lantern, so if Lantern comes in I can Toxic it, and that will really hinder that thing a little bit. And then I'm going to Protect for that scenario where when we're going 1v1 against the Lantern, we just click Protect, we stall that thing out, and then hopefully this should do the work. Very, very simple here with Slazzle this week. Next up, we're bringing Paper Cut Arcatana, and I'm hoping to set up and do a bit of sweeping this week with it once I can remove the Latios out of the equation and the Cinderace. Saurus Dance, Leap Blade, Smart Strike, and Sacred Sword is the moveset. Basically, I can click SD on like the like a Roserade, Mienshao, like if it's not scarfed, like Palestine, Reggie Rock and Lantern. There's a lot of like set of fodder here for us. And hopefully I can click an SD in front of one of them. And then between Leaf Blade, Smash Strike and Sacred Sword, we will be able to smack anything. Anything and everything. So the idea here is that our Katana will be able to just hit something and we should be able to get a 2-hit KO, if not 1-hit KO, depending if we're set up SD or not. So very, very crucial for that. And then of course we have enough speed to make sure we outspeed the obstacle. So that's pretty slick. And last but not least, we are bringing Charlotte, our rock opponent. And I am bringing a kind of bulky offensive physical offense set this week. This is mainly going to be on Mienshao and Cinderace answer. I'm bringing enough Fizz depth to make sure that no matter what Mienshao or Cinderace want to do, we will just be able to take a hit off them and just, you know, be an absolute nuisance. Leash Life, Liquidation, Protect and Stick Web is the moveset. I'm having the Protect there to hopefully give us a little bit passive recovery with the leftovers, but also to maybe stall out a couple of Pokemon that were toxic with the Slazzle, so that was very, very helpful there. I am bringing the Sticky Webs because it'll be very, very useful for our Kartana against the Cinderace, so that puts an awful lot of pressure on him to keep webs off his side of the field. And then Liquidation and Leech Life are just our main 2 stab moves to be able to smack things. And hopefully this Araquanid can do the work. But yeah guys, that's the team. Let's get up into the battle. Alright you guys, here we are in the battle with the Celesteela, Obstacle, Cinderace, Latios, Comfey and Roserade. I have all that kind of taken down. So we should see, as you saw the screen dip there a little bit, I was waiting for Shuka King, our opponent, to get up and running. Wondering what his lead might be. He might want to lead with the Latios just to kind of get a big hit off there, and then he might want to lead with the Celesteela as well. With those kind of 2 Pokemon in mind, I wouldn't mind leading with our Pult. Because he might lead with the Cinderace, right? But I don't see him doing that. Because he might fear the Araquanid lead, so I don't see him leading with Cinderace. He might lead with either Latios or the Celesteela. I think the Celesteela is a really likely lead here, so I'm going to leave with my Pulse so I can just kind of smack that. I don't want to leave with the Slazzle because Slazzle for me might be a little bit too passive at this early point of the game, because if he leads with the Latios, I'm scared out every time, so let's see how it goes. Anyways, good luck, have fun, Sugar King. Hopefully we have a nice clean battle, and we'll see how this one goes. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out the merch yet, link to in the description down below. Definitely go check it out. Definitely go check out our Permanent channel, link to in the description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for your support on both of our channels, as this is incredibly loud on my headset, which I'm not a big fan of. Now, his switching here, it would be interesting. I am going to go... Probably just wants to click Fire Blast and be like, bang, like, you know, just claim my kill right off the bat and see what he wants to do. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast right out of the bat here and worry about it later. You're scarfed. Okay, we should live that 1 hit anyways, and we should definitely claim this Roserade. And down goes the Roserade. That's perfect. I'll take that. I will take that. That's a good solid. That's a good start for us. Even though Pult did get weakened, we just said no. Kill. That's what we said. Just kill. So Roserade gone. Perfect. That's pretty decent for us. He may want to go out into Latios then, because he doesn't know what we are just yet. So I don't know if he wants to go into Latios or the Cinderace or anything. If he goes on the Cinderace, he's carrying that Sucker Punch. That is what he is doing. If he does go on the Cinderace, we're just going straight out into our Araquanid. If he goes out into Goon, I don't know why. We'll see. If he goes out into Celesteela, wouldn't mind just kicking the fire. Honestly, just kicking Fire Blast again. I'm like, listen, dude, get out of here. Just be gone. Be gone. Be finished. So we'll see what we go through, what we see there. The other issue is we see Furbius, which is the Goon. I am not monkeying around here. I am pivoting out and I'm going right into my Amaldo. Amaldo is built to deal with this thing, so I'm just going to get out of here and we'll be fine. We will be just fine. So at this point here, if he's Guts, we're going to see it. We see the knockoff. That is obviously going to hurt, but it is what it is. We do not see the Guts. Okay, interesting. I could set up rocks here. I could also knock off. I wouldn't mind getting rocks off. Rocks would be very nice just to get chip on the few bits and pieces. X's wouldn't be too bad here either. Or knock off. I actually wouldn't mind just kicking knock off here because Celesteela could come in. So I'd rather just get rid of this. Like just get chip on something here. So I'm just going to go for the knock off. If he goes for the, as he withdraws, because I think he might go Celesteela here. Eternal. Yeah, if your weakness policy is gone, I will be so thrilled. Like, so thrilled. As your lefties is gone. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just going to go for... I'm just going to get rocks off. If you go for the lead seed, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. I'm just going to take it down a few notes here. The Alpspoon had knock off. No guts. Surprised to see no guts because it did actually just run over my whole team. So we do see the leech there, as I'm just going to get the rocks off, which is perfectly fine. Just give me my rocks up, so that means the Alpspoon comes in, takes a little bit of chip. Latios comes in, takes a little bit of chip. Comfy comes in, takes a little bit of chip. Cinderace, I'm expecting it to be boots potentially. Well, if that's boots, that's fine. I'm no problem with that whatsoever. Now, the big thing here for me is that I know this thing is leech, but I do not know if this thing is EQ. So that's a bit of an issue here. I've got to have a think about what I want to do. I would like to keep the Araquanid alive for the Cinderace. So I want to keep the Araquanid alive as much as possible. I think we might have to hard go into the Salazzle here, so I think I will. I think I'll just be a little bit aggressive. If that doesn't work out, at least this thing doesn't have lefties, so I can just go right on the pull, just like, listen, I'll kick the Fire Blast again and just be gone, you know? So I think that's what we do, as we do see the EQ, which is fine. Oh, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But I just want to go on the pull here and just click the Fire Blast here. I'm not thinking twice about that, I'm just going to click the Fire Blast. He may, oh, you're that, ooh, that's kind of disgusting. That is kind of disgusting. I might have to break through this with the Kartana. So I think we might have to do just that. Okay, now question time. Do I live in Air Slash here with my Kartana? A little bit unfortunate that I have to break this out at this point. But it is what it is. It is what it is. If he's definitely going to have the flamethrower, I would say. So I probably have to click the Sacred Sword now, just so I can get within range of pull maybe. As he withdraws. Okay, that's not too bad. We did scare this thing out. In comes this Latios, which is perfectly fine. Roman Reigns, I like the name. We got a little bit of chip on it, which is grand. As we see that Slife Orb, and I'm just going to get out of here, and I'm going to go right into my Sylveon. Sylveon's built to deal with this thing, which is perfectly fine. Next time I see the Celesteela come in, good job we managed to scare that thing out, because that thing was a big threat, big threat for us. So next time I see the Celesteela come in, if we see the interesting to see what we do next, right? Because if we see Celesteela come in here, I could Baton Pass. He elects to stay in though with the Latios. We bring in our Sylveon. If he goes for sub, I don't think he goes for sub. I think he does. He just goes for the Mystical Fire. Okay. As we do drop a special attack stat there, which is unfortunate. I think I would like to Baton Pass here. I don't see you staying in. I know you are Boots. Sorry, not Boots. I think you switch out into Celesteela, and I would not mind switching back into Pult to get a big hit off as you go for another Mystical Fire. Okay. Alright boy, alright. Okay, I see you. I'm just gonna go right out into Pult here. That's no problem by me. That's no problem whatsoever. Because if you're locked into this, like you ain't touching me, and I can U-turn you, I could Shadow Ball here, I could Draco. I feel like we're going to see a Celesteela switch in here, so I'm just going to click the U-turn just to get just to smack this thing. I doubt we're going to kill this Latios, but I think this Latios, he wants to preserve it, which he does. So I'm expecting, yeah, in comes the Celesteela one more time. I'm just going to get a little bit of chip here on this thing. I could have made that read, but there was no real need for me to. We get a little bit of chip, which is fine. It's fine. Obviously losing Salazzle the way we did obviously does suck, but it is what it is. I think at this moment I actually would like Cartana just to keep coming in here and breaking. I think. So I'm going to stick with that. I want Cartana to come in here and break through this thing, and let the Pult be our win con. I think that's what I want. So I'm just going to go for the Sacred Sword here again, and we'll see what happens. I think he will stay in and go for the Flamethrower if he has it. If he does not have it, then he's going to switch back out into something. He might switch out into the Comfy. Or this, I doubt he's going to switch into Obstacle, and I doubt he's going to switch into Cinderace. I think he goes out into Comfy. If he goes out into Comfy, then we could pick the Smart Strike. And I think he tries to pivot around us. But I wouldn't be surprised if he has the Flamethrower and he stays in and just goes for the kill. We get nice damage off there. I'm fully expecting Flamethrower. Air Slash, okay. I don't think we live this. We don't, that's fine. That's perfectly fine, that's fine. That's okay, so we're going to get the Speed F, he's going to get the Speed F boost there, but we should still break through with our Pult here. We should still be able to break through with our Pult. If we can break through the Celesteela, that is fine. So we're just going to come in here, and I'm just going to click the... Do I want to click Shadow Ball here? I think I have to click the Fire Blast. I think it's just too close of a call at this point. It's not worth it. I have to kick the Fire Blast. I have to kick the Fire Blast. Even though I would love to, love not to, I think I have to kick the Fire Blast. As he goes for the Protect the Scout, what I went for, which is fair. Protect and Air Slash is his moveset. Okay, so that's what he's got. Now I'm fully expecting him to pivot around. If he's going to pivot around, I would like to go into my Armaldo. So I'm going to do that. Because he might pivot into the Cinderace here or something like that, but I am not going to let him just go and rain too much havoc on me. If he elects to sack, I should probably take my kill here, but I'm going to be a little bit more. I'm going to be very aggressive and just make the switch. But I probably should have taken my kill, which is I just went with the first thing in my head. I was like, he's going to keep this thing. Personally, I think he's going to keep this thing because this thing will be a nightmare for my Araquanid. So I think he will keep this thing because I have the Araquanid in the back. So I think that's the reason why, that's my line of thought anyways, you guys. And I have the Sylveon too. So I think he preserves this and he goes out into, say, the Cinderace or the Latios. Because, well, maybe not the Latios. He does withdraw. Yeah, which is not too bad. He brings out Silly Blitz, which is this thing. Okay, I'm alright with that. I'm going to take a little bit of rocks damage. Now the Obstagoon, it not being Guts, I'm not as much of a worried about it anymore, so that's nice. I am just going to click the knock off and just get damage off on this Comfy. And just get rid of this item. I see no boots. Because I don't really necessarily want to bring out a Araquanid just yet, or I'd rather bring in Araquanid for the Cinderace specifically. And keep that in the back. We see the Draining Kiss. Which is fine. But I don't want to bring Sylveon on this thing either and just let it be worn down. I'd rather just get rid of this item. And what's it called? Weakness Policy. Woo boy! Alright. Glad that we're not dealing with that nonsense. Glad I'm not dealing with that nonsense. Like, I think I'll have to let this thing go down. I think I have to let this thing go down in order to wear it out, I think. Well, I have to let this thing go down. Oh, he's going to switch. Out into whom? Roman. Oh my god, we're going to catch this thing. We're going to catch this thing. This thing's dead, right? We're going to catch this thing massively. I'll take that. I will take that all day. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I will take that. That's fantastic. So I know the Comfy, I have a little bit of an idea. It was going to be some sort of mad setup set. At least that's gone now. The Roserade's gone, the Latios is gone, the Obstagoon is no guts. The Cinderace looks like it could be some kind of specs, random nonsense. The Celesteela, right, is a threat, but so long as I don't, and it's the main reason why it's a threat is because it gets the +1 Speed F. But because I have pulled in the back, like Every time I bring in Pult and I click Fire Blast, that Celesteela is going to be scared out every single time. In comes the Cinderace. Now, I would not... Ooh, and no boots. Okay. Alright, okay, cool. Now, thought process here. I think we just bring the Araquanid. He may want to go U-turn here. I'm going to scout and see what he wants to do to me. He might just want to click Pyro Ball. Let me just scout. What does he want to do to me? He just does indeed go for Pyro Ball. Now, I'm going to go into Araquanid here. Because I want to see if he's choiced or not. Or if he's Life Orb. So let me go into the Araquanid. Let's see PB again. Big hit. Ain't getting around. Can't ignore the fact that that was a big hit. Now, I could set webs, but I think Liquidation is just far more valuable here, especially with this, given how slow the Celesteela is. I think no matter who comes in, they're not just not going to appreciate a Liquidation here. So I think the play is let this thing go down. Not much go. We just click the Liquidation and see what he wants to do, and whoever comes in then afterwards, we just click Protect, get our lefty's recovery back, and we should be fine. I think that's what we do. We have the Armaldo as Death Fodder at any point, just to bring in, so I can get pulled in for free on the Sage Celesteela. So I think we just go for the Liquidation and we see what happens. I think that's all we gotta do. Once I get Celesteela gone, then like the Draco Meteor becomes, well, it doesn't become free, I should say. The Comfrey's still there, but at least, you know, as he's just elected to let this thing go down, it's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just gonna grab this kill. Down goes the Cinderace. Perfect. Not too bad. So we got Goon, Celesteela, and Comfrey. I think the main way we're gonna win this is by getting, I think I need, or see, the problem is Comfrey is just a little bit of an issue. But just a touch, just a small issue. It's a small issue. I could probably, do you know what, I'm going to kick Protect here. I do want to kick Protect here on this thing. And just kind of get a little bit of passive recovery on this. And I want to see, he probably is going to go knock off. He does indeed. Give me a little bit extra, just a touch more recovery, Now, now that we're here, I think I could sack. Do I sack the Armaldo? Because I could Wish Pass with Sylveon into the Pult, and that would make Pult's life a whole hell of a lot easier. So I think we gotta, or I can stack the Araquanid here, but I probably need the Araquanid to deal with the Comfrey a little bit, just to be able to smack that with Liquidation and just really wear it down. So I think I need to keep that. So I'm gonna sack the Armaldo here, and we go from there. I think that's what we do. And you see the knockoff. We do tank that a little bit, but I think this thing may or may not be banded, so I reckon we're going to go down this turn. We're just fine. That's grand. And I think I'll go into Sylveon here and I just kick Hyper Voice. I think this is what we do. I think, oh, I could click Wish. I think we click Hyper Voice, and then I can click Mystical Fire on the Celesteela. So we'll see what we do. I do see the Celesteela come in here. It's going to take some rocks damage. I could have gone for the Mystical Fire there, but I just didn't want to chance that. This thing is going to be naturally bulky. It's going to eat this Hyper Voice, but I can go for a second one though. Now, I need to see what spread that Sugar King has put on this thing. But we're just going to go for another Hyper Voice, see what happens. We're in pretty decent shape here, so I'm just going to go for another one. Yeah, perfect. That little bit of speed we put in, beautiful. Beautiful. Sylvie takes that kill. Sylveon takes that kill. And we just keep getting that extra little bit of chip. Extra little bit of recovery every single time. This will force Comfy in. This will force the Comfy in. And then Obstagoon will have to come in at some point as well. But I think we just stay in with Sylveon. And we just keep clicking Hyper Voice every time. If Obstagoon comes in, we click the Hyper Voice. And then we kind of go from there. I just think we just stay in with Sylveon and just click Hyper Voice. Just keep clicking that button, because we definitely have enough bulk to be able to deal with the Comfy, I think. And then we should be able to eat one knockoff from this. We should be able to eat one knockoff from this. What's his name? We should be able. I could go for the going for Mystical Fire here and dropping this guy's special attack is actually ideal. So I'm going to do that, because if I can drop this guy's special attack, that's a little bit on the scary side. Okay, I think I have to just make sure that this thing cannot. Ooh. That's a little bit of a threat. There ain't no denying that. That's a little bit of a threat. But if I keep making sure that his special attack is low, then he will not be able to recover too much from me. So I'm just going to keep going with this, I think. Make sure that this guy cannot recover as much from me as he wants to. I think that has to be the play. As I see the Draining Kiss there. It's all going to be a matter, how much does this do? Doesn't do enough, does it? Doesn't do enough. I don't think that does anywhere near enough. Yeah, that's just going to be a middling ground. Like, it's roughly doing the same passive stuff every single time. And he's at -1 now. I'm just clicking that again. I don't need to do anything too crazy here. He's at -1. He might have to click Calm Mind, but I'm just going to click Mystical Fire again. He's going to withdraw this turn. I'm fine with that. In comes the Goon. If I click Hyper Voice there. But there was no need. There was no need, I don't think. There was absolutely no need, I don't think, at that point. We can. I could. He's definitely going to go for the knockoff here, right? So I could go out into Charlotte and then bring in Pult and U-turn. I should kill the Obstacle with a U-turn here, right? 33%, maybe not, but with Fire Blast I do. So I have to rely on Fire Blast again. So I think we have to go out into Charlotte and then let Fire Blast do the work with Pult. I think that's what we gotta do. So we'll rock out with that and we'll see how it goes, you guys. Double Edge. He brought something to break people anyways. He decided to bring something that was gonna just break things. Right, that's fine. I can bring out Pult here because I'm pretty sure this thing is banded, and I'm just gonna click the Fire Blast here. Actually, does Fire Blast, given the range you're at now, does U-turn kill you? I think I just click Fire Blast. We just don't think about it twice. Click Fire Blast. As there's the Double Edge, he's gonna let this thing go down. We're gonna click the Fire Blast. Down goes the Obstagoon. Perfect. And I just have to hope that we have enough bulk to be able to deal with Comfy, right? Comfy's going to come in at what's called just below 50%. Oh, it's. I don't think it is. I don't think it is going to be enough, but he has to go for the Draining Kiss and then maybe a Calm Mind. So he will have to pick me off. He actually went for the Calm Mind, it looks like. And we managed to pick up the kill! Woo, baby! Come on, Pult. I'll take that. Ding, ding, ding. Come on, brilliant. I'll take that. That's a good win. That's a really good win for us. GG to our opponent, Sugar King. Thank you so much for the battle. There was a couple of sketchy moments there, and I'll have to review that battle, make sure it was all good on my end. But GG to our opponent, and I think that worked out pretty decently. We managed to pick up the 2-0 win, and that's all you really want. That's all you really want. I can't be more happier than that. But yeah, definitely go check out his channel. Link to that is in the description down below. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, you guys. was a good solid result. Again, I apologize for this battle being a little bit late. I didn't mention at the start of the video, but we just had some scheduling issues. But look, it's out, it's done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there today, folks. If you like today's video, please click like button down below for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. It's free. And if you aren't following me over on Twitch, please do so. I know I haven't been streaming lately. I will come back to it soon. It's just life is very, very hectic for me right now. But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.